This is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're at the 9th annual LD Micro main event in Bel Air, California. With me right now is Dennis Calvert from BioLargo, publicly traded company with the symbol BLGO. Dennis, welcome back to SNNLive.
Bobby, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yes, glad to be here.
Great to have you. So for our audience, let's start with an overview and then we'll get into an update.
Thank you, Bobby. Sure. So BioLargo is a science and technology company, and we've been inventing for about a decade, developing technologies and products that make life better. In fact, our slogan is "We make life better." And so our focus really is the cutting edge of science and technology in air, water, food, healthcare. And so it's a rich science company. All of these technologies are in various stages of commercialization. They're all, as we say, disruptive. They have a huge impact to make in the world, to make life better. And so we've been doing that for some time, and now we're enjoying the fruit of an extensive development cycle and watching our products find market traction.
So we last interviewed you, I believe it was September
That's right.
2016. So have there been any developments in the company?
Sure. Our business is really dynamic. We would really encourage anyone that's following to watch closely. About every 6 months, as we say, the company sort of morphs because we're in such a dynamic development cycle, and it continues. Remember, we're an invention company. We're still inventing. So what you see is the things that have gone through a patent, a proof of claim, some early stage commercialization, and now hopefully some maturity in that track, right? So since we met last, there's a number of things that are really important. First, we did announce in August that we completed our first alpha unit for our advanced water treatment system. It's billed as the lowest cost, highest impact clean water technology known to the world. Big claim, okay? Now, that alpha is a big deal because what it represents is the culmination of years of ideas that have culminated into a design that's ready for its first stage, early commercial market entry. So now from the alpha, we go to a beta. The beta means that we're going to make a unit that's ready to go into the field, at least from a design perspective. From a beta, you go to first stage commercialization. So we're targeting early 2017 to do our first commercial betas. Now, the amazing part about that technology is that it's being showcased at the highest level. In fact, as a company, we really are positioned to enter the market at as high a level as we possibly can. And we're entrepreneurial in that. We have many ways to monetize these assets. It can be licensure, it can be product that can be sold, it could be actually operating companies, right? And in fact, in that market, we formed a company called BioLargo Water. We also have a research company called BioLargo Water Inc., which is a Canadian research company where in the last 18 months we've received over 16 grants to advance that science through its development stage, which is a big deal. We're now in alliances with some of the leading thinkers and think tank organizations in the world who come alongside to really accelerate the adoption and development cycle to get that technology into the market. And as recently as December 1st, we made an announcement about a new strategic relationship with Chicago Bridge and Iron. Symbol is CBI, right? And CBI is one of the leading engineering firms, infrastructure companies in the world that deliver services to major industry. And in most of those industries, they all deal with water. And so it's a great opportunity, as I say, the sweet spot of intersection, right, is that moment where need meets service to solve a problem and save clients money. Well, that's what we're working on with CB&I. It's a very exciting development. Now, it's early. It's going to take some work. Some of our technologies are immediately available for commercialization. Some need some very important scale-up work. So none of it's fast. I wish it was really fast. But it's really important and big. So those are pretty big updates. And we've got more.
If you'd like, please enlighten us. But I'd also like to know, and you touched on it again in the update, is how do some of these new developments affect the company?
Well, they're all big. I mean, what happens is if you study the history of the company as a development stage company, early commercialization, there's always a cycle, right? The first cycle is, are you going to make it? The next is the technology real? And then the next is, are they going to buy it? Right? I mean, that's just normal. That's the way it works. So in our case, we've weathered a storm that's been an incredibly long, difficult road, right, to advance these, what we call advanced technologies that are all disruptors. And we have multiple. We have an industrial odor control product that went through consumer product iterations for years, okay? Great product. We won 4 Product of the Year awards in that consumer category. The problem we faced and what we decided to do is we recognized that was a highly commoditized category with aggressive margins to distribution and competing with international brands that have been around 20 and 50 years, right? So while it's a great product, getting through the commercial adoption cycle we thought would be very expensive and long. So what we did is we stayed the course. We did some licensing deals, we did some small white label products, we manufactured for other people, finding our way, but in that journey we became expert at odor. Okay, fast forward. About May of this year, we got our first sale in the industrial odor control market, serving the waste handling industry. And as you might imagine, if you're handling waste, that means you're handling decaying matter. And wherever there's decay, there's a release of volatile organic compounds. These volatile organic compounds don't smell good. And when you put those with people, there's a problem. Well, it's a massive industry. It's been around forever, right? So what we're finding is that where there's urban growth and people don't like the odor, people are willing to spend a little bit of money to bring a great solution to help eliminate those volatile organic compounds. So we're in trials with about 20 companies now, right? And we're slugging away, getting adoption. We offer an unconditional guarantee of satisfaction, right? We tell the clients, if you don't like it, don't pay for it. The truth is, it works so well, and our number one objection is that they've been really relying on competing products that don't work well. And so our number one problem there is getting them to at least try it. Open the door, open your eyes, your mind, let's work together. We'll show you something you didn't know was possible. So that's very exciting. And we have one more, which is, about 10 months ago, we received financing for our advanced wound care products. So we brought an investor into the subsidiary, the Stroman family, out of Minnesota, which has turned out to be just this wonderful relationship. And in part of the deal, they provided a $750,000 investment and a commitment for a line of credit post-FDA. And this is a great example of how our company can monetize what we call world-class technology, right? And the answer is really simple. You've got to surround world-class technology with proper capitalization and world-class talent. So in the advanced wound care field, with the capital base in place and this great technology, we could go out and hire some of the best people in the world to actually advance that design into commercial-ready and FDA-ready product. Well, we're knocking on that door now. So we're hoping early part of 2017 to see those products actually go into the FDA under a 510K application strategy, which is generally the shortest, least expensive, as a substantially equivalent design, and be ready for the marketplace sometime in late 2017 with an advanced wound care product that we believe is a highly disruptive and valuable product for that category.
So, you touched on my next question a little bit.
Sure.
But let's wrap it up into one
Sure, no problem.
answer. And from what you can tell me, what are some of the company's goals and milestones for the first half of 2017?
So the company's situated in a better, I would say, a better position it's ever been in before. And so we want to take advantage of that, right? We want to accelerate, not step back. So what does that mean? Well, accelerate sales. That would be number one. We think the industrial odor control product will accelerate sales. It is on the cusp. And the way that looks is because of the great product and the foundation that we've laid with the customers, we're looking for national accounts. And when you get a national account, it goes in all over the country quickly. We think that's imminent. We believe that's our target. We believe that we'll be successful. And as we said, we don't have a couple. We've got about 20 in the works. And the response from industry has been so encouraging. So we're very excited there, number one. Number two, we know that the water technology is a breakthrough technology, and it's going to continue to gain acceptance from additional grant support as well as strategic relationships to see it find its way through piloting and commercial adoption. And I think the work there is incredibly dynamic. The opportunities, it's now, the water industry is pegged at about an $865 billion market, right? And our proposition is that as a disruptive technology, low cost, low energy, we have a game-changing technology that could impact literally every segment of that industry. So you got to start where you can win. You have to muscle up with the right partners, get highly qualified people, make sure you're properly capitalized, right? Stay the course, right? And so we think it's just a wonderful time for our shareholders and for industry to take notice of BioLargo.
So Dennis, where can our audience go and find more information about BioLargo?
Thank you very much. So BioLargo is BioLargo.com. Our symbol is BLGO. Our industrial product for industrial odor control is Cupridyne, Cupridyne. They're all linked on our homepage. I'll also make sure to note that we have a blog, and on that blog, there's just an enormous amount of information about the products, their designs, what we call a deep dive into how they fit into the world. And so stay tuned, more information to come.
My name is Robert Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive, and we're here at the 9th Annual LD Micro Main Event in Bel Air, California. With me again has been Dennis Calvert from BioLargo, publicly traded company with the symbol BLGO. Dennis, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.